There he is.
It's one and only Blair the Flair back in the building. What's good?
Yo, man, why'd you say you're gonna shove his pillow fists up his ass? Why'd you have to say you're gonna shove his
Hey
pillow?
man, cause it's been bleeding. Like his vagina's been bleeding. So we know what we need to do when it's been bleeding. It needs to be plugged up. With a nice pillowy
Tampon?
tampon called his hands. Luckily for him, he has hands for tampons. You know
Oh,
what I mean? You can just
man.
shove it up there and clog those wet watery roads. You know.
Yo, man, I hope you get that fight. Is there any real talks?
Um, Look, I don't know. There's no talks, obviously, and there's nobody trying to talk. There's no talks. Honestly, there's been more talks about a Conor Ben or Ennis fight with Matchroom than the Devin Haney.
Connor
But
Ben.
I mean, either way, like it'd be great. I mean, it'd be great for boxing. Um,
Connor
Devin
Ben's
Haney,
been. Connor
I
Ben
think
has a
was
boner for fucking Eubank, though.
yeah. Like I don't know why though, because Eubank's not that good.
I guess it's like a British thing with their fathers and all that.
I guess that's probably the only sell point. You
Mm-hmm.
know.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So a
yeah.
boots fight you've been talking about too.
Yeah, Boots fight is great. I would love to have that fight last out of all the lists, just so like that'll be like the fight to bring back home to Philly and go ahead and solidify boxing's true champion and also true star. The
Mm.
winner of that takes all of boxing. Why not? You know, with
Yeah, man. I mean,
what's it called, kind of falling off. You have a lot of top names that's already fell off or fallen off, like Canelo and we need an American true star to keep boxing alive.
yeah.
I would love to see that fight not prematurely, but actually fully promoted and give the fans what they just do.
Yeah,
A true
man.
warrior,
I
true
mean,
champion, and a true star, mega star.
your Broner performance definitely sets you up for now. Something needs to happen, something big.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, as of right now, I'm one of the very few people, very, very few people that's fought a name and won. I mean, we can talk about maybe Mario Barrios losing to Tank, you know what I mean? But nobody's really fought a name. I mean, Ugas fought a name, which was Manny Pacquiao, but then swiftly lost that in the next fight. So what we need is another big fight with fighters that's not afraid to fight names, and you have somebody like me that's willing to put it all on the line and fight
Yeah,
all of them.
yeah.
Sometimes some of them can get two or twice in the same day if need be. I just want to make some big fights happen for boxing. I mean, we finally have a fight game. Isn't that something? Finally.
Finally. I mean, now you got Turkey there. That's a great new,
Turkey
um,
Belichick, yeah.
right?
Yeah. And then you still have BLK Prom in the backgrounds.
Are they
You
still
know what I mean?
operating?
Starting to build up.
They're still
Yeah.
operating?
Yeah, they're still operating and they're in the shadows,
Okay.
trying to cash out on a big deal, trying to make a big deal happen, and
So
as far as network promotions.
so if you could fight anybody, who would it be if you could choose?
If I could fight
If you could
anybody
choose, yeah.
right now,
Mm-hmm.
well, because I want to fight all of them.
Okay.
But my first fight would probably be Ryan Garcia. Yeah,
Oh, you gotta wait though.
yeah. I'll wait, but it'll be a fight worth waiting for. You know what I mean? I'll take a tune up and then fight Ryan Garcia and push out a big heavy promotion. Once winning that fight, then my star status will go up 10 folds, 20 folds, probably 100 folds. And we'll stay on World Star, we'll stay on major platforms and and start building up bigger fights. Whereas though, like, we make stars, you
Right.
know, a star,
Yeah.
and that's where I want to go with it. We need those kind of people back in boxing, so why not be Blair to Flair?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah. And like, some people say Tank. Tank's not an option. I think he's too small.
No, Tank's not an option, and I wouldn't want to fight somebody like that, man. Nah. But
Why not?
Tank is a great guy. Tank is a great fighter, tremendous fighter. You know what I mean? And I look forward to seeing him progress in the years to come. Fighting these guys that's coming up, like Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney. Why not? Why not make those fights happen? Devin would probably be the last fight I want, honestly.
Really?
You know what I mean? Yeah,
Why?
honestly, because they can't take a loss. Without a doubt, they cannot take a loss. They cannot take a loss. They start crying all the way, all the way. They'll do the most. They'll reverse it. They'll find something. They'll do
So
something.
you don't
Like, and it's
think
like,
you don't think it was justified
no,
for him?
no, they're very unfair. They're a very unfair group of people that cannot just take a loss. And it's like this, like, you gotten so far doing what you're doing, but at the same time, when you get to this point and like it's time for you to bow gracefully that you lost and lose gracefully and be the champion that you are, you can't do that. Then like all of those accolades are fake. All everything that's happened all the way up until now is false.
Hmm.
You're not the true champion. You Because, like, what the hell? Where was Sugar Ray Leonard when he took a loss? He came back. He
So you
came
so
back.
you don't think the drugs being found, you don't think that's something they should have debated?
No, no, absolutely not. You know why? Because all all of it. If you look at all of it, if you really looked at all of it, first of all, Austrian is not something that somebody that would be blood doping would be taking. And they definitely wouldn't be taking a very extremely small dosage of it like it's going to do something. Most times they have ostring in most supplements, and most of these supplements they have ostring in it. And the thing is, it's such a low dosage that they don't even put it on the label. And when you're doing these anti blood doping like things, right, they'll bring up all kinds of stuff, right, but that doesn't mean that it was like it's going to do anything. Like a lot of
Right.
stuff, like, I mean, goddamn, I will show you all of my damn supplements that I'm taking just to keep my ass alive in training camp. And like, I would wager, even though they're the highest grade and the best quality, they would have something that like would be like, yo, I don't know what that is. But like, I did enough research to know that ostring is like a very common thing among supplements in general.
Hmm.
And that a lot of times the supplements are tainted with
Interesting.
very, very extremely small dosage of ostring, and ostring is not necessarily a
Right.
enhancement on that level. It's only an enhancement when it's in a high dosage and also combined with other things.
Well, that's what I
You
was
know,
thinking too. I thought it was tainted, but then he wasn't able to produce anything that, to the New York State Athletic Commission, like, oh, here, this is what I took. Because he was trying to not be suspended for so long and say it wasn't intentional, but he couldn't do that for some reason.
like I don't like. I think when it comes to that whole situation, Devin Haney, Bill Haney, they put them in positions where they can't win. You know what I mean? They put people in positions where they can't win.
What do you mean?
Like, for instance, like when that whole situation happened, right? There's enough evidence that proves that is supplemental. That is not ill. It's not ill intentions. It's tainted supplements.
Okay.
You're talking about a 0.0001% of
Well,
ostring in the blood. It's
in
just
terms of that, though, from what I understand, that was something that Ryan's lawyers put out. That is point, a billionth of a gram. They're saying that that's not proven that's even true. That's what his lawyer said. That's what I'm hearing. I don't know.
that's That's the whole thing right there. Like it can even be to a point where that's not even the case. Like the case is just simply that he lost fair and square. And there wasn't even any like Austrian in the blood or anything like that, or any ill like things like that happens. And and it's ridiculous when they react the way they did.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. Okay. Yeah,
It's
a lot of people were criticizing the battery lawsuit.
yeah. And then the battery lawsuit, which is like just a whole nother can of worms, and then demanding that this man fight. Like I'm sorry. Like first of all, I'm I might not be a fan. I might be a fighter, but at the same time, like I have nothing but respect for Devin Haney and Bill Haney, and what they have accomplished, honestly, and how far they've gone. But when it comes to this type of things, it's just it's unexcusable. It's unexcusable behavior that needs to stop. You feel me?
Okay.
It needs to stop. Like that's immediately needs to stop. You know? And I'm not talking as just Blair to Flair. I'm talking as a people's champion. You know what I mean? People's champion speaks for the people and speaks for the sport. So like I'm not gonna sit here and side take, even though I know you and like I have nothing but respect for you, and like I love you guys and this and that. But at the same time, like, if I need to speak for the sport, if I need to speak for the people, if I need to speak for the injustice that's going on when it comes to the fighters, then I need to do so. And like, you're no special. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit here and give you special treatment just because your name is fucking Devin Haney. That's just what it is.
So you're saying if it was something in the system that you're saying is known more for enhancing, then it would matter.
Absolutely. 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 Look, I don't play with that drug doping stuff. I was the first one to tell you if somebody was drug doping or not. You know what I'm saying? When the stipulations came out about rhabdomyolysis, and I'm like, look, I know exactly what rhabdomyolysis happens. I know exactly how that happens. And when it happens, it keeps happening.
Right.
Keeps happening. Once it happens, it keeps happening, and it never happens from fucking like, oh yeah, he was just dehydrated. That don't happen like that. You know what I'm saying? Because if that was the case, we all would have it.
Right.
Trust and believe that shit. Unless he's training harder than fucking Roberto Duran, Sugar Ray Leonard, Tommy Hurts, unless he's training harder than every fighter all the way up until now, what's the odds of that happening?
Right.
That's just, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know enough about all the drugs and what they can do because I heard some people say that Austrian does enhance you. Some people say, you use it to lose weight. I don't know enough about it.
And like all of it's true and none of it's true at the same time. Like when I say that, like high dosage of it can have some enhancements. You know what I mean? High dosage of it can probably help with weight loss. High dosage of it.
Right.
But what I see here is just somebody that just don't want they old. They refuse to see that they lost. Like literally, and you know what's funny? They like I will watch on these videos of like this man talk about some. Yeah, I don't know how. I just don't know how I lost. Like, yeah, that's because ego won't fucking like actually like it won't stop you from believing that you should have won, even though it's not what happened. So you can't even learn from your mistakes.
I
You know what I mean?
mean,
Like, you know what? I would wager 100% in a fair fight with no fucking bullshit hanging over fucking Ryan's head. It'll happen again, cause you can't figure it out. You know what I mean? You can't be the guy to learn from your mistakes. Like as if that hook did not fucking hit you in the head and you slipped,
yeah. I mean,
fell and fucked your shit up.
when I
Like,
when I watched, did you see the Andre Ward interview with Dev?
no, I didn't see it. I seen little clips.
So at one point which I love, I give him credit for that. He goes, "Yo, so we know you were planning for the hook. Why was it able to land so much? He asked that. And Dev really just, he just says, well, it's boxing. You can't swim without getting wet. That's all he said.
Is
Um,
that what he said?
that's exactly what he said. It's boxing. You can't swim without getting wet. Basically, like, it's boxing. You get hit. That was kind of his response.
Yeah, I don't believe that shit. Because if look, man, how about this? I trained for fucking for Adrian Broner's hook. I saw what the hell happened when somebody was winning all throughout the damn fight, coming in and out, punches and bunches, and then blow gets lit up
Right.
with a dangerous, unbelievably dangerous hook in Sean Porter. You kind of know what I'm saying? I saw what happened there.
Right.
It definitely rose all my eyebrows. Both of them bitches rose all the way up. Like, oh shit. If I got hit with that, I probably wouldn't be able to get up from that shit.
So
You know what I mean? I'm not gonna fucking even risk that shit. Early or late.
you were keeping real cautious of that.
Yes, real cautious of hooks, real cautious of standing still for too long in the inside. Cause I seen what happened. He's very good at stationary combinations. You know what I mean? And he's real good with stationary targets. Whereas though, like if you sat there for a little too long, boom, and it's all over. You know what I'm saying? I've seen great fighters get absolutely demolished. Like and sit here and think that Broner just like lost a step. Hell no. Hell no. I'm not even expecting him to lose a step. And he damn sure didn't. How the fuck he got up from that fucking punch? You know what I mean? Most people would have lost everything. He lost everything from that one shot. I'm sitting
Yeah.
here thinking like, ain't no way he gonna wake up from this shit. And then he fucking wakes up with the limp and everything and got up. Like, how the fuck do you get up from that? You know what I mean? Lost tooth, fucking fucked up arm, fucked up elbow,
I give him
limping.
props
So
though.
obviously fucked up his foot.
I give,
How the
give
fuck
him.
the whole left side of his body is fucking screwed?
I,
How the fuck you get up from that shit?
I
I'm
give
like,
him
okay,
props though for taking that picture with this, with the 2000, because that was great for you too.
hell
That
yeah.
adds to your
I
whole.
mean, look, that's because Broner is a true champion, man. Like there's not enough people like Broner in the world. You know what I mean? To pass down that torch to somebody like me that's been dying to even get an opportunity. Like I tip my hat off to Broner. He's a true champion. And like yeah, he even for all the jokes in the world and this and that, he took that picture, you know what I mean? And he explained himself as like what happened to him in the fight, you know what I mean? And how and like the amount of damage that happened. And he still fought on. Like he fought on like a true champion. I didn't even think that his fucking arms were like fucked. I'm just thinking that, oh, you're a smartass. So I gotta go over your gloves now and I gotta do this and do that. Cause you wanna be a smartass and not exchange. I'm an exchange fighter. You can't counter somebody like me. Like not for long. You know what I mean? I beat exchanges. I beat counters with exchanges. So now I'm like, oh, you want to be a smartass. That's why your hands is up. You know what I mean? Just blocking, just blocking. You know?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I didn't know that he actually hurt his arm. You know what I
I,
mean? But
I didn't
yeah,
know either.
that dude was a true champion. You know?
Man, we got to get you this Haney fight, or I mean, what are the real options? Like what are, like, for your next fight? What are the, because Haney was on with Bill. I saw you would saw it. Obviously, you posted some of it. He said that they're looking to fight by the end of this year, which is only a couple months.
I'm looking to fight the end of this year too. I've been training, been getting things going, and look, man, like
But would
look,
he do
in
47?
December we only have like what in December there's only the Inoue fight, honestly.
No, not true. We got Tank, and then we also have Usyk and Fury
Oh,
rematch.
really? All in December? Oh
December
wow,
14th is Tank, and then the very next week, 24th or 5th or whatever it is Usyk and Fury.
beautiful, beautiful. Why
Yep.
not be? Because like as far as me and Devin, we have a big enough draw, a big enough name to even slot on one of those cards as a co-main event and get just as much money as we're supposed to be getting as a main event. Honestly, I truly believe that, and yeah, like I don't think that Devin and Bill will jump to fight somebody like me so quickly. Is very much uncharted territory.
Right.
Even when you saw me in sparring and this and that, you really don't know what I'm capable of because every fight looks completely different, and it's it's like you can't really predict anything that's happening in the fight. I'm very
Right.
unpredictable. My style is unpredictable. Um, yeah, at times I'm fighting inside, outside, long range, short range,
Southpaw.
mid range,
Yep.
southpaw with a lot of foot movement and incredibly fast head
It's a
movement.
great
Even like in the
fight.
midst of like a counter punch. There was a counter punch that that Adrian Broner threw
Uh
that
huh.
looked like it landed. Like what I'm
You rolled it.
saying? But then like just that slight movement of the
You
head,
rolled it. Yep.
like coming in,
Yep.
boom. It missed. You know what I mean? Hit the shoulder, all that shit. Like, okay. You know what I mean? It's little things like that or little tiny feints that you can't even see because it's so fast. But then
Man,
you
I'm
wonder
gonna I'm gonna
why the
s- I'm gonna
fighter
send
missed
this
the
to
block.
Bill. I'm gonna send this live to Bill when we get off. And maybe we can get something going.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Why not? If if he's not able to fight Ryan, why not? I'm available.
I mean,
I
Ryan's
don't
still.
really want the fight because I know that they can't lose. Like they can't lose. It's 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 disgraceful
Man,
that you can't lose like a champion, but you want to win like a champion every time. You know what I mean? It's disgraceful that like you guys are carrying on the way y'all carrying on with the Ryan Garcia. You know,
mm,
and like I think that I always believe that they were better. They were better than that. You know,
well, I'm gonna send it to him. I gotta jump out of here, man. It was good talking to you. Let's stay in touch.
absolutely. Take care.
I'm my man. Peace.
Peace.